Hi guys, in this lesson I'm showing you how to play Titanic. We're covering the main riff and the rest of the song also. We will need a capo 3rd fret to be able to play this in the original key. You can learn this without a capo, but I'm going to be keeping it on, and if you have not got a capo yet and you're following my channel, there really is no excuse. If you look on eBay, they're as little as $2, so you know, the cheaper ones may not last as long as the more expensive ones, but at least you'll have something for now to tie you over. You should also check out the cover version that I've done of this song with my niece, Jessica. She did a fantastic job with the vocal. We did the whole song. You can learn it here and then play along to us in that lesson so that you can see how this will work on acoustic. In that version, there's a tiny bit of a delay, a slapback kind of delay. That is just on the verses, and then I turned that delay off for the choruses just so I could show you how to get that sound basically. But let's get in for a close-up and show you how to play this song. So that's our main riff, and the first chord we have is a C chord, but we're going to add our little finger at what we consider to be the 3rd fret, 1, 2, 3, proportionate to the capo, on the 2nd string, making this a C add 9 chord, but with different finger into the other C add 9 we've done before. So we get this chord, and we lay our fingers in that static place and pick a certain pattern, and we do want to be using a pick to get the sound of the record, though you can use play this riff with fingerstyle as well. And the picking pattern is very, very similar to Every Breath You Take by The Police and Sting. It is totally different chords in fact, and the chords are quite a lot easier than that song, but it's very reminiscent. If you can do this, do have a go at Every Breath You Take as well. 2 songs for the price of 1. The tab for this lesson is also in the description below, but the picking pattern is this. It's essentially this for each chord. Now, I am heavily palm muting this as well, so without the palm muting, just to show you the strings we're hitting. String 5, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3. So if we take out string 3 just for a second and just forget about that one, we're going to pick 5, 2, 1, 2, and then do 3 in between each one of those. So 5, 2, 1, 2. That gives us the shape of what we're doing. And then we hit 3 in between. So 5, 2, 1, 2. And with the palm muting again, really slow. And we need to lay our hand really flat. You can hear that the thinnest string's ringing out a little bit, so to stop that happening, we want to lay that little finger right down here. Have our hand placed around here. Stop that thinnest string ringing out. And then we do that same pattern with these subsequent chords. We've got a C/B. And then back to an A minor 7, but we're going to keep your little finger down here as well. So we have 1, 2, 3. And there are chord shapes. So let me take you through this riff step by step now that we've learnt the general pattern and the chords. Over the first chord, we have the same pattern that we've just learnt. Nothing different, it would sound a lot better with a slight delay on though. Second chord, C/B, like this. It's a very similar pattern, but we do add on our little finger here to play the riff. So from the first one. So the little finger is playing that little riff, and therefore we stay on that string and don't go to string 1. Over the A minor chord, this is where things get a little more interesting. We have the same pattern as we did over the C chord, we just don't have our third finger down. And then the pattern kind of reverses, we play our this little melody. And between the first 3 there, we play that while keeping our A7 chord down, and we again go to the open 3rd string. And that's our ending. Really slow now. Let me just do that last part. So we play 2 notes with our first finger, there and there, and our third finger stays here apart from for that last note. Just watch that one more time. Now I'm going to walk you through the chords to the chorus. So we start off with an F major 7 chord. We could play an F bar chord at this point. It's quite a nice opportunity to work through those. But when we're doing these finger style patterns, it does make it even more difficult to get to a bar chord. So I always prefer what I've taught in the past as my John Mayer F chord. And it's an F major 7. That's my beginner's course F major 7. If we move our third finger up 1 and put our little finger underneath that, it's kind of very similar to a C chord with your middle finger and little finger. We then add our thumb on the thickest string to either play it, which isn't good technique really, we shouldn't do that, it's best to just take it out altogether. And that would sound like this. Sounds really nice, and it means we can play essentially an F major 7, but with more strings ringing out. We've got the 5th string ringing out as well. So if we just pick each string one at a time there. Muted thickest string, that's what we want. And there's our John Mayer F chord. So we have our F chord, and bulletproof, a standard G chord, nothing to lose, E minor, and then to an A minor, far away. And then I, in my cover version, brought it down to an A minor 7 with a G in the bass note. Essentially, play the A minor, move your third finger to a G bass note, it saves going to a full G chord and kind of sounds better. And I'm doing a full strum, and then 8th strumming, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, same tempo as the picking in the intro. Just picking the thicker strings though, which gives this idea. And that just repeats, but we want to get the strumming louder. Maybe starting off with palm muting would sound really good as well. Gradually getting louder. And then after that little routine, we have quite a fast strumming pattern, no doubt. You'll see my hand going like the clappers in the cover version that I did. It's a repetition of down, down, up for every beat. So a bar would be down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. repeating that. That's to a count of 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Okay? Now, yes, the transition from going to the single string picking to that section and then keeping your hand going as fast as I've just will do in the cover version is awfully tricky. That does make it much higher level. This is why I've structured my beginner's course. You've always got easier options for any of these songs that we're going for, but I'm going to go through the whole thing now again, just that little bit slower, before you have a go along to my cover version, because I know how tricky it is, okay? So let's just go from this this section that we've just done. I will sing a little bit, but not too much. I don't want to put everyone off and put everyone off the dinner. Let's step through this just from here so I can show you how to increase your strumming. Otherwise, it's the same thing all the way through and it would be lack a little bit of the energy. So from the F major 7, in 2, 3, 4, strum down, 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 bulletproof G, 2 and 3 and 4 and way, far away, F and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4, and we can do a down, up, down, down, up, down. I am sightseeing, bulletproof, nothing to lose. I am tired. And then we have the down, up, down. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, down. One more time. And then we're going to go back into the picking, so single strums through those last two chords into the picking in 2, 3, 4. And again. Gradually getting faster. One more time. And that is how to play Titanium by David Guetta. If you've enjoyed this lesson, please subscribe down below and check out my free beginner's course available at andyguitar.co.uk, and you'll find it on the homepage when you subscribe. I will see you in another lesson. Bye for now.